Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing another tutorial video on my favorite crypto exchange out there. And it is also, I believe, the single most underrated exchange, particularly for USA residents like myself. I am, of course, talking about BTCC. This is an exchange I've covered in multiple videos previously, right there. This video will be on how to copy trade like the pros using this platform. I'll be walking you through all the steps. There are timestamps down below if you want to skip around. Additionally, if you want to sign up for an account in BTCC, definitely use my referral link at the top of the video description area, because check it out. If you go through that link, you get a 10% bonus on all deposits into the platform over $500. So if you deposit $500, you get a free $50. If you deposit $5,000, you get a free $500. So why would you not go through that link? Definitely check that out. And then just the 20-second explanation of what copy trading is if you're not sure. Essentially, you just deposit. It's basically what it sounds like. You just deposit money into the platform, choose a top trader on BTCC. This could be a known influencer who signed up for an account, or just sort of a known top trader with great returns. Hit copy and bam, your portfolio starts making the same buys and sells as him. Sounds pretty cool, right? Now, before we start the tutorial, just a few quick reminders, the main benefits of BTCC and why I like this exchange so much. Number one, they are fully licensed in both the USA and Europe, fully available for USA and European traders. No VPN or anything like that is needed. Number two, this platform does allow for bank transfers and fiat transfers for all customers, including USA and European traders. Not all top exchanges are like that. Number three, BTCC has been around since 2011. They are the oldest still running cryptocurrency exchange. They have a perfect security record in all those years. No hacks, no withdrawal issues, nothing like that. Now on to copy trading. So first, you're going to log in the top right. Then you're going to go copy top center. Futures Copy Trading Guide. This is a written tutorial of basically everything I'm going to go over in this video. It has 5 sections. It's very dense. I would use my video as a starting point. Then if you have any questions afterwards, check out the info in here to see if you can get it answered. Anyways, go back up to copy. Now we're going to click on the top option. Now this takes me to the leaderboard. These are all the different traders on the platform that you can copy trade. So market board and all lead traders. Keep it on market board if you like it presented in this manner with charts and graphs. I think it's a little cleaner, easier to follow all lead traders. It just ranks them by the numbers. See, this is what I like. So now Cappy B, this guy is the #1 most copy traded trader on the platform. He has 593 people copy trading. That's pretty good. So let's check out his numbers. His portfolio is up 79% in the last 30 days. That's good. That equates to a $67,000 profit. That's pretty good. He's no small trader. Win rate 61.7%. That's perfect. The top Wall Street traders have win rates of 62 to 63, 64% in that range. So this guy shows that he has traded a lot and his win rate is right up there with the best of the best. His assets under management, it's $26,000. Remember, this is just futures copy trading. So if he has this on 100x leverage, that's going to equate to 2.6 million. So you're always going to see smaller numbers with the assets under management, AUM. When it's futures trading, when it's spot trading, you're always going to have bigger numbers there. So this guy is looking pretty good. Now you can sort by other things like rising stars. These are people in the last couple of days who have kind of, had a couple good trades. You can sort by win rate. But it's a bunch of 100% win rates. So these are people who probably have just made 1 or 2 trades that hit and see their assets under management. They only have a couple $100 portfolios. So this is not as useful. Check out the profit and loss percentage. Who has the highest P? So this guy here, McDonald, his portfolio is up 292% in the last 30 days. That's a 4x. So he's $4,000 currently. So he took a $1,000 portfolio, bumped it up to $4,000, 100% win rate. He's probably just in a couple different trades. He has 98 people copy trading him. So he has overall pretty good. It looks pretty good. Then assets under management. Let's see if there are any major whales. This bar, $75,000 AUM, but again, it's futures trading. So he is the biggest one, but those numbers aren't going to be his biggest spot. Now let's click on some of the individual profiles of these top traders and see what other kinds of information we can glean. So Cappy B, that's the #1 overall trader. I showed you a little while ago with that 62% win rate. So clicking on his profile, we see he has been a lead trader on BTCC for 364 days. During that time, he has had a total of 1,149 people copy trade him. And of the 1,149 people, currently 596 copy trade him. So those are pretty good numbers. Now, he has a 10% profit sharing ratio. Very important metric. What that means is that if you copy trade Cappy B, 10% of all the net profits from those trades specifically, you pay to him as a commission, and you get to keep 90% of the net profits. Now, for most traders on this platform, lead traders, it's either a 10 or 15% commission rate. Those are standard numbers in the industry. Now, notice how I said net profit and not gross profit. Very important. Net profit is better because it basically means you are refunded or credited back money for any losing trades you have via this person. So I'll show you how it works specifically. Let's say you're copy trading Cappy B, and then your first trade makes you $200, then you lose 50, you make 300, lose 500, make 500, make 100. That's a total net profit of $550. Now, in the end, you will end up paying out 10% of that 550, which is $55. The way it works specifically is, first, you pay out 10% of all the money-making trades, the profitable trades. You pay out 10% of 200, that's 20, 10% of 300, that's 30, 10% of 500, that's 50, 10% of 100, that's 10. So first, you pay out $110. Then you are refunded back 10% of all the losing trades. So you're refunded back 10% of 50, that's 5, 10% of 500, that's 50, etc. So that totals $55. So in the end, you pay out 110, you're refunded back 55, so your net payment to him is $55, which is exactly 10% of 550. It sounds confusing. It's really not. Now, the system settles once a day, every day at 1600 UTC time. That is 11 a.m. New York time. By settling, I mean the system calculates all of your profits or losses from copy trading in the last 24 hours. Then it automatically debits out all the commissions that you owe, and it automatically credits back all the refunds that you are due. It's a very organized process. Now, let's go back to Cappy B's profiles. Check out some of these other tabs here. So you have contract at the left, latest record. Let's click on latest record. This shows me all of Cappy B's recent trades. Now remember, copy trading is futures, not spot. So when you buy in the futures market, you are opening up either a long or short position. When you sell on the futures market, you are closing out either a long or short position. Hasn't made a trade in about a month. His last trade was December 25th. That is when he closed out or sold a BTC long position, one with 77x leverage, the other with 79x leverage. Then if we go back down here a few more months, we see September 27th, this appears to be where he opened up the same position because it's the leverage, same leverage, 79, 77, etc. So he opened up this BTC long when the BTC price was $65,000. Closed it out 3 months later when the price was $99,000. That is a very profitable trade. Now, if we go back to the contract tab, then click on history. This just gives a little more detail for those positions I just talked about. So here's the BTC long. So specifically, the overall P&L for one position was $33,000. That's what he made. The other was $33,500. He opened up each position with $1,286 margin one, $1,253 margin the other. Ongoing tab. This just shows all of his current open positions. You can see he doesn't have any open positions. So in the latest record, all of the positions that he has entered previously open, he has closed them all out. So that tells me Cappy B is a prudent trader. He only trades when he's very confident. He doesn't rush anything. And when he doesn't have any good trades, he just does not trade at all. That's what I like. Followers, that's another word for copy traders. This tab here shows all the recent copy traders who have started copy trading him, the date that they started, their profit, etc. Now, this chart here shows Cappy's overall P&L. His profit percentage is separated out by 7-day, 1 month, and 3 months. You can also toggle this chart to show you profit as a P&L percentage or profit as gross profit. So on the 7-day chart, Cappy has a 0% P&L. Why? Because he hasn't closed out any positions during the last 7 days. It's when you close out a position that it calculates your profit percentage. Now, I also showed you that he doesn't have any open positions as well right now. That is irrelevant to his P&L. His P&L is only dependent on the position you've closed out during the time period. Now, on the 1 month chart, I showed you he did close out a position on December 25th. Today is January 24th, so that is within the last month. So it's going to be showing on this chart. That chart I showed you was a profitable trade, specifically netted him a 78% profit for a gross profit of $67,000. Remember, it was the two individual trades of $33,500 that sums up to that number. Then on the 3 month chart, so for the first 2 months of the 3 months, it's again 0%. So Jake didn't close out any positions during those 2 months. Then at the start of month 3, that is when he closed out the BTC long for the profit that is showing the 78%. Go down here, lead trade performance. So 7 days, going to have nothing. 3 months, so he has a 100% win rate. He closed out the 2 specific trades. That's what that is. For both were profitable, 100%. That's a 1.0 profit loss ratio. Also shows his hold time there. And then trading volume, so nothing in the last 7 days. Last 1 month, the big spike right at the start of the month. And then 3 months, they got this big spike at the 2/3 mark. Now I'm going to choose a lead trader to actually copy trade myself on my own account. I'm going to show you how it's done. So for the purposes of this demo, CappyB isn't the best option because yes, he has the 78% P&L up rate in the last month, but that's basically just based on the one position he closed, that BTC long. He doesn't trade that much. He's not that active. I want a trader who's just trading a ton, has a lot of open positions. So let's check out trader number 2 here, CP Pro. So he is his portfolio's up 22% in the last month. Decent, not unbelievable. 49% win rate. I'm fine with that as long as a couple of these wins are 5, 10, 20x. Then you do not need to be above 50%. This is not blackjack or war we're playing. 214 people are currently copy trading him. That's what I like. Current AUM is assets under management. The money he has put up for collateral is $3,600. Not a ton, but remember, he could be very highly leveraged. He could be starting relatively soon. So let's click on his profile here, get a little more info. So he's been trading for 6 months. We see 15% profit sharing ratio, a little high, but it is what it is. Total number of traders is 393 of the 217 currently. I'm going to go to latest record. Okay, he is trading a lot. This is today, January 25th. He has dozens of positions. He is either opened or closed. I like what I'm seeing. Now we're going to go to contract history, get more detail of those trades. So he trades everything. He has a BTC short, a BTC long, ETH short, Dogecoin short, big time short. That's a meme coin, Popcat long, another meme coin, ARU long. So he does Bitcoin, he does altcoins, he does meme coins, and he does a mix of longs and shorts. Very diverse trader. That is what I like to see. Ongoing. So he actually only has one current open position, an ETH long. Now, since he trades a lot every day, that means that he is a very short-term trader. He buys and sells quickly. He has short hold times. So it's a total opposite style of the last guy, CappyB, who just makes a few trades but holds them for longer time frames, several months at a time. Now let's get some more information about his followers. So these are all the people who have copy traded this guy, CP Pro, recently in the last week, like 7, 8, 9 days. They're all up. This guy's up $3,000. This guy's up $1,300 just based on copy trading CP Pro. This guy's up $800, $600. So this trader is hot right now, and his copy traders are making money right now. That is what I like to see. Going to go to lead trading performance. We see that his overall hold time CP Pro is 6 hours, so he is very short. There's the mix of his total assets. So I like this guy. I am going to copy trade CP Pro. So I'm going to click on copy trade now at the top right. Copy trade now. Now, here's where you actually make the copy trade. First, you need to decide, do you want to make it a fixed margin trade or a proportional margin trade? Very important concept. What is the difference? A fixed margin trade means that for every trade you are copy trading of that specific lead trader, you're just going to invest the same amount, the same margin for each trade. So even if the lead trader himself invests way more than his usual on one specific trade, so he appears to be way more confident than typical, you're still just going to put the same amount, like $1,000 in that trade as you do on every other trade for that lead trader. Proportional margin is a little bit different. This means you are going to invest proportionally to the amount that the lead trader puts himself in each of his trades. So the more confident a lead trader is in one specific trade, the more money he puts in, then the more money you will put in. So if you set your proportion margin at 0.1x, that's 10%, and the lead trader opens up a trade where he himself puts $1,000 in his margin, you're going to put 10% of that in, $100. If, on the other hand, the lead trader is way more confident on one trade, he puts, let's say, $10,000, and then you have that 0.1x trade, you would put more in that trade yourself. So you would put 10% of $10,000, which is $1,000. Now I'm going to do a proportional margin trade here, since I think that's the slightly smarter way to go about copy trading. And also fixed margin trading is a little self-explanatory for a tutorial video like this. But if you did want to do fixed margin, then you would toggle this option right here, click confirm. Then and this is the amount you're going to put in as margin, the fixed amount you're going to put in for each trade that you are copy trading for that lead trader. So regardless of how much the lead trader is putting in, if you put 50, you're going to put in $50 margin for each and every trade equally. If you want to change it to 20, toggle that 100, 300, 500. You can also manually enter the number here, and then make sure you don't go over the amount you have in your account. Remember, you also might have to transfer money from your wallet to your futures account to have it register in here and not show that you're exceeding your maximum. Maximum copy trading margin. This is the total maximum amount you want to put in to all the trades of that lead trader at one time. So basically, if let's put 50 for this top option, 1,000 here. This means that put $50 in each one of these trades I'm copy trading for this person. Then if all those trades remain open, the lead trader doesn't close them, then after I make 20 trades, I'm going to hit my maximum of 1,000, then just don't invest anymore. It doesn't mean close all the trades. It means just don't invest anymore. Proportional margin. So you'd go here, toggle this option, pretty self-explanatory again. So this means that I want to trade in 1x equal amount that the margin of the lead trader is putting in. If I want to do 0.8, that means put in 80% margin that the lead trader is doing, 3, 5, 10. The minimum is 0.01. 0.01. You got to do 0.01 first. The maximum is 100. Most people will probably be putting numbers less than 1 here because your portfolio will probably be a little bit less in value than the lead traders. There are going to be some whales right there. So for this video, I'm going to put 0.1 for my copy trading margin. I'm going to keep the max 1,000. So again, what this means here, self-explanatory. For every trade that I'm copy trading the lead trader, I'm going to put in 10% of the amounts that he specifically puts in as margin for each trade and do it until I have a total of $1,000 out in margin combined, then no more trades on this lead trader. So I've set my proportional margin at 0.1. I've set my max overall margin for all my trades on CP Pro at $1,000. What other buttons and tabs do we need to look at and decide on? Copy ongoing positions. What this means, I have it toggled on. It's really a judgment call for you. What this means is that if you start copy trading a specific trader right now, then if that trader has current open positions that they initiated in the past before you copy trade them, but they haven't closed those positions out, then if you have this toggled on, it means you are going to yourself initiate and buy those positions at the current market price. So it's totally up to you. I have it toggled on. If you toggle it off, it means you're going to ignore all those past positions, even though they're still open. You're only going to copy trade the lead trader's futures positions going forward. Advanced settings. Let's first look at auto update. I would recommend you keep this toggled on. What this means is that whenever the lead trader makes a specific trade, you automatically copy trade that trade right then. So that's kind of the point of copy trading, right? If you have it toggled off, it just means you're going to manually review each of the lead trader trades after the fact and decide individually if you want to make that specific trade. Copy contract settings. I would recommend you probably keep this toggled on for all 77 of these pairs. What this means is that if the lead trader has opened up a position on a specific pair that hasn't been filled yet, you want to copy that specific position even though it hasn't been filled. So let's say CP Pro has a BTC long limit order set that if BTC hits $120,000, then he is going to initiate a BTC long position. So yeah, I like that. The position hasn't been filled because BTC is less than $100,000, but I want to copy those limit orders that they've set. So I'm going to keep it toggled on for all 77 pairs. Close out of that. What else do we have? Next button, copy trade stop loss per order. What this means is that if the total trades you make for a specific lead trader, if the losses exceed a certain dollar amount, then you want the system to automatically close you out of each individual trade, all your trades for that specific lead trader. So $1,000, if all my copy trades for CP Pro sum total exceed $1,000 loss, I want you to close me out of the positions for CP Pro. I'm going to keep it at 1,000. I like this. Take profit per order. This is a fixed percentage you choose for all your trades for this specific lead trader. If it's 30%, it means that if each trade I'm making copy trading CP Pro exceeds 30% profit, I want you to close me out of just that specific trade right there. Ignore the other trades. I'm not really a take profit kind of guy. I'm going to keep it not toggled on. Stop loss per order, same thing. This means that if for each individual trade you make for a lead trader exceeds losses of 30%, then close me out automatically of that specific trade, not all the other trades. I like the concept of stop loss. I'm going to keep it at 30%. Click I have read, etc. Copy trade now. We are good to go. Then to see all your newly copy traded positions, you would click on My Copy Traders at the right, My Copy Traders. It's going to show all your newly filled positions, what the realized and unrealized P&L on each of those positions is. It's going to show your overall P&L on all your copy traded positions. And one important thing to remember when you first copy trade a new lead trader, or just any lead trader, is did you toggle copy ongoing positions? If you have this toggled on, then it's going to immediately copy trade all the positions that the lead trader has currently open. So you're going to see some immediate fills. If you don't have this toggled on, then it's going to wait until the lead trader makes the next trade for you to copy trade that one. And that is it, guys, for BTCC. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Remember, if you go through my referral link at the top of the video description area and sign up, you get a 10% bonus on all deposits over $500. So if you deposit $500 into BTCC, you get $50 free. If you deposit $10,000, you get $100. So why wouldn't you go through that? BTCC, this is my favorite exchange. I use it regularly. I highly recommend it. Remember, there are timestamps down below if you want to skip around and go back to certain sections, but I hope that this tutorial was very helpful to you. Drop a comment down below, hit the like and subscribe button. I'll be back later with a new video. Micro signing out. Catch you later.